Hello everyone, welcome to Crafting on a Budget. Today we're going to be creating a beautiful Christmas decor using Dollar Tree goodies, and this project was inspired by Craft by Caitlin, and I will make sure I will link her below. Let me get a little bit of sip of my coffee to fuel up so that I can go over this awesome project. So to create this, you're going to need a picture frame. Caitlin used Dollar Tree frames. I have a strong feeling against plastic picture frames. I just don't like them. It's just a personal preference, nothing against it. I loved her project, but if I have wood, I prefer wood. So if you guys have a local thrift shop or you have yard sales, check those out. I typically don't pay more than $1. And I don't know if you want to say this, but I'm pretty much obsessed with picture frames, especially the wood open frame ones, because you can create all kinds of neat things with it. You can do wall art with it, and if you guys saw my pictures of my house, I have a couple open frame pictures hanging in my home. I just kind of like the uniqueness of it. You don't have to always have a backing for it. So again, my picture frame, it cost me 50 cents, and I had purchased this a couple years ago. And if you don't have a Dollar Tree, make sure you go to the thrift store. Goodwill's a little pricey, but go ahead and check it. Thrift store, yard sales, online garage sales sites on Facebook, anywhere where you can find a picture frame that is wood and less than $1, that is where you need to start. As I'm saying here, I am just really finicky about plastic on my walls as far as picture frames. I just don't feel it, guys. I don't feel it at all. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know that there's people that prefer that, but I just don't. I don't at all. And sometimes when I go to Dollar Tree, some of those picture frames, they actually look like wood. So I'm tapping on it just to see, making a little test there to see, is this really wood? But other than the ones that Young Sue sent me, I have not come across any that is wood. So we're going to create this inspired by Craft by Caitlin, and we're going to use various items. We're going to use a lantern. If you check out your Dollar Tree, this Dollar Tree here where I live did not have them. I found them in Kingsville, Texas, while we were picking up something for my husband's veteran group. And so they only had 2 left. You might want to check the online Dollar Tree because sometimes you might find it there, but the only problem is that you may have to buy it by the case. If that's the case, just get a couple friends of yours and split it. That's probably the best thing to do. So I got the lantern from Dollar Tree. It was originally black, as you can see, and I used some apple barrel paint to change the color up. And I also used some of the Dollar Tree picks, the Dollar Tree ornament, and of course a Hobby Lobby ribbon. Now I was figuring that the frame was 50 cents, the little lantern was $1, so that's $1.50, the pick $1, so that's $2.50, and the little poinsettia was from a bundle of flowers that I had purchased from Dollar Tree, and it was just a leftover, so I would say about a quarter because there was 4 in the bundle, as you can see. So what do we say? $50, $1.50, $2.50, and the flour $2.75, and the little truck was from a pack of 4, so again 25, so $3. And the ribbon, we can estimate, round this off, that we probably spent no more than $3.50 between paint, twine, ribbon, ornaments, etc., etc. About $3.50 to make this project if you go around looking for the right items. Now my ribbon, I purchased it from Hobby Lobby. I paid $2 because it was 50% off. Typically every other week Hobby Lobby puts their ribbon on sale at 50% off, so you want to, if you don't catch it this week, I know it's this week that they had it, you're not going to catch it next week, but you'll catch it the following week. So just keep an eye. Every other week they put the ribbon at 50%. That is just a common thing that they do. So no worries. If you didn't catch it this week, you'll catch it in 2 weeks. So let's get this party started and let's start gathering all these supplies that we need. You're going to need your chalk paint, ribbon, twine, embellishments, and of course your picture frame. And let's get this party started. So first thing first, make sure that your picture frame is clean and dust free. You want to wipe it down with a warm, wet rag or just a rag that's wet. And you're going to get your chalk paint. I use sheepskin. Of course, you guys know that's my favorite. No surprise there, right? Alright, and we're also going to use the Apple Barrel Red Apple from Walmart, 50 cents, to paint our lantern. And of course, you're going to need your lantern. You're also going to need some wire. You can purchase this at Dollar Tree. And I use some of the Waverly wax seal and a bottle of water just to dilute that a little bit. This twine, I love it. It's from Walmart. It has a little bit of like rustic feel or touch. It's like the rustic colors on it. I just love this one. You're going to need your picks and flowers from Dollar Tree, of course, and a brush. I tend to use wax paper to put my stuff in because it's just a quick, easy way to clean my surface area and dispose of all the messes a lot easier than a craft mat. So grab a styrofoam, put a little bit of the chalk paint down, and you want to dry brush, so make sure you don't put too much. Don't load up your paintbrush too much. And if you can, just kind of blot it on the side of your styrofoam plate or on a tissue or a napkin. Just do this entirely around the entire frame, inside and the front side and the back side. Craft by Caitlin, like I said and mentioned before, she used a backing and she purchased some poster board that you can purchase at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. They have these online if you don't have a local Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I purchased this one from Michael's. It was 40% off, so I paid like $1 something for a big sheet. I cut it down, but after I tried it out, I didn't really like the looks of it. Like I said, I like the open frame look. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys. You guys can check out her video. She did a fabulous job. I just have, it just didn't look right for me. And so I just decided to do open frame. So go ahead and grab your Apple Barrel Red Apple paint and pour some into your styrofoam plate. Grab your lantern. Now this lantern, what I liked about it is that it was like black and silverish, distressed kind of look. And so when I was applying my paint, you can see some of that kind of come through, and I really like that look. It just kind of blended in really well with the red. So go ahead, and you know what? It actually, surprisingly enough, plastic doesn't always take really good with acrylic paint. But surprisingly enough, this really did well. And I guess because it's a little bit not soft plastic, but I was kind of nervous because sometimes plastic doesn't really do good with acrylic paint. So you have to let it dry in between coats. But once you get it, it's going to come out beautiful. So you're going to want to clean the little plastic glass on the lantern, and you can just take a baby wipe and wipe it off. Now, as you can see on the plate, as I'm wiping this off, I have a mixture of the wax with some water that I've sprayed onto it to dilute it. And we're going to apply this to the frame with a brush. And I'm also going to use baby wipes to wipe as I go along. And you guys have seen me do this other times, so it's fairly quick and easy and pain-free as well. So enjoy and have fun staining your frame. One thing I forgot to mention in the previous little slide, you saw me rubbing on some of the Deco Art metallic champagne ice on both the picture frame as well as on the lantern. Now, if you make a little boo-boo with your metallic rub, just grab a wipe and wipe it off. Now, here you see me grabbing the twine that I purchased at Walmart, and I'm just going to wrap that around the handle of the lantern and then wrap that around the frame. Fairly easy, and again, extremely pain-free. You can see there, I just take the two little, I call them little legs from the twine, wrap it up to sandwich between the initial hanging, and just put a little bit of glue down to hold it in place. And see, again, the lantern itself, where I began the wrapping, is in the center. And just put a little bit of glue to hold that in place, and it should be fine. And right there I'm just indicating so the two legs, two pieces of twine, is going to go in between the original or the first wrapping. Put a little bit of glue on each end, and voila, you place that, and just snip off those little extra pieces that you might have on the end of your twine, and then go to the front. Grab your lantern, make sure it's all nicely, perfectly aligned, and again, that's going to go in between the two pieces of twine that you wrapped in the back. Put a little bit of glue, hold it in place, and that should be good right there. Now these are the picks, and I just kind of take them apart, and I don't like that one that I'm pulling. It's kind of ugly, so I just kind of pull out what I don't like and keep what I want. Those two pieces were kind of fairly not my taste. So grab the pieces that you want, and then grab a piece of that floral wire and just wrap it around a couple times. And you might have to maybe, I use these little wire cutters that I had. It's not the best. Kind of figured that I could just pry it and get it off the wire stem. Then grab your wire and just wrap it up a couple times. And once you have that, you can glue it into place. Now just place your poinsettia, glue it down, and also put a little bit of glue, hot glue, in the back of the lantern, and I just kind of sat it on the base of the outside edge of the frame. the ribbon, I just cut a little piece off and I wrapped it around my fingers, as you guys have seen me do many, many times. Just wrap it around as wide as you want, or however, whatever size you want. Just wrap it around. It's a quick and easy bow, I think. And go in between your fingers, bring it to the back, bring it back to the front, and wrap it underneath and pull. Fairly simple bow. So Dollar Tree spoiled us with these little red truck ornaments, and I grabbed one of them, removed a little wire hanging, and applied some glue to the tree, and I glued that down right to the center of my bow. So this pretty much concludes my project. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to check out Craft by Caitlin. I will make sure I link it below. And as always, be safe, be well, God bless. Until the next video, guys. Bye-bye.